Shelton, how do you look at that when you guys hit a couple balls hard right at people and they got caught? You also have, I think, one extra base hit in the past 3 games. Do you look at it like you need more offense, or that you're right there?
No, I think we're close. I mean, I think like you said, I mean, Key hit a ball about 110 off Darvish that ends up going for an out, and then he hits another ball that's a line drive that we get doubled off on because it's hit so hard. Reynolds can't even get back. Reynolds hits a ball at the end of the game that if it's not right at man, it's a double, and we're, you know, then we're talking about a 2-run game, or maybe, so we got to keep swinging the bats. And it's by no excuse, we really haven't caught a break, but yeah, we need to find some offense and maybe find it some different ways. And sometimes when we're in deficit games, it's hard to be a little more creative in terms of if we're going to hit and run, if we're going to move. But yeah, I mean, we're searching a little bit for the slug right now.
Darvish kind of got Castillo good on the second plate appearance, but then in the third plate appearance, he goes right back and gets a single off him. Just how encouraging is that for him to be able to make that adjustment so quick and get right back at it?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a veteran pitcher that's, you know, really good and has the ability to execute 3 pitches, you know, at a pretty high level with the fastball, the split, and the slider. And Diego continues to impress. I mean, he continues to have good at bats. He continues to catch the ball, and you know, he's learning how to hit at the big league level, or learning how to adjust at the big league level. So that third at bat is something that's very encouraging.
With Thompson, I mean, not a ton of hard contact allowed these first 4 starts, some good swing and miss, but the results aren't there. How much of it do you have to evaluate of this is just 4 starts, it's a small sample size, and how much of it is maybe we do need to tweak some things with him?
Yeah, well, I think the thing that hurt him tonight is he walked a 7-hole hitter, he walked the 8-hole hitter, and he gave up a 2-run homer to the 9-hole hitter. And that's not taking anything away from those hitters, but like when you got the guys that hit 1 through 5 for them, you have to be able to execute at the bottom of the order, and you know, he didn't do that tonight. So I think we'll continue to work on our look at what adjustments it can be that he can continue to make.
For a guy like Reynolds, who's been going through it, like we were talking about earlier, you know, the hard contact that, like you said, in the 9th inning that gets caught, is that, like, I gotta imagine that's almost frustrating at that point, like even more frustrating. Like, is that something that you think players can typically like absorb and say, hey, that was a good at bat, or is it like, damn, I really can't catch a break?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
You know, when you're scuffling a little bit, it's like every ball I hit hard gets caught, and you know, every pitch is borderline I don't get, and you know, so you do think that way. The one thing with Brian is he moves on. I thought tonight his first 3 at bats left-handed is probably the best he's looked, just in terms of his setup, his load. You know, I know they've been working on some things, but I do think that there were some signs moving forward for how he looked tonight.
We saw Cole in the clubhouse today.
Yeah, Cole will be active tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be active tomorrow, so we'll have the move for you later. But yeah, he will be active tomorrow. We just when you're on the COVID IL, they usually give you a day to come back because he hadn't done anything just for health and safety. So he will be back. He'll be back tomorrow.